guys, so today what I thought I would do is compare the budget extension pack to the budget edition. And so you guys have heard me rant and rave about both of them, but since I am officially out of the budget extension pack and have no, plans of going back to it, especially for 2018, I thought I would just do a side by side, how I use them, how you can use them, what I think of the both of them, and I'll even tell you which one I prefer, which I think is pretty evident. It's the one that I'm using. But let's just talk about this budget extension pack. So when you purchase the budget extension pack, and I've already pulled the stuff out, it's going to have all of this inside of this, and you're going to get 6 months. It is going to be undated, and you're not going to get any discs or anything like that. You're going to have to build yourself a planner, or if you already use a happy planner, essentially what you could do is take the 6 months, pop them in the back of your main planner or your home planner or whatever planner it is that you're using, and then that's how you can do that. For me, I like to keep the budget planner at home, and honestly, I like to do that so I'm not worried about the budget when I'm out and about. Like if I'm at work or whatever, I don't really like to think about the budget, so I kind of just keep it away from me. So I leave this at home. But that is what you're going to get. 6 months. It is going to be undated. If you want to make it its separate planner, its own separate planner, you're going to have to buy some discs, which are cheap. They retail for like $5, and you can get them on sale for like $2.50. But you're going to need some, and you can get some that are smaller than this even, or even bigger than this. But that's how the budget extension pack works. And you can get this at Michael's, Joann, Hobby Lobby. Again, if you want a year's worth, you're going to have to buy 2, and you can even get this for the bigger sized happy planner, which would be this one. It just came out literally in December, a couple of days ago. A big size budget extension pack, so you could fit that in here if this is the one that you use. So that's the budget extension pack. The budget edition planner also just came out in like October. So when you purchase this, you're going to get the discs, you're going to get the full planner. It is going to be for 1 full year, and it is going to be dated. So you are going to get the bells and whistles. So that's pretty much how they compare. As far as the first page, they both are going to have this. And the budget extension pack only has 1 of these. This planner actually has 2, and that's because the second one is connected to June, so that's how they slipped another one in here. Otherwise, if you buy the budget extension pack, you're only going to get 1 of these, but you are going to get this page. Next up, you're going to have your monthly pages, and you'll hear a lot of people talking about these. This is how they compare. People talk about how they don't like this because they can't customize it to their liking. People also talk about this because there's not enough space. So I'd say probably they could have done well to make these lines make those a little bit smaller, kind of like a little bit bigger than these, so that people could fit more expenses over here. So you just have to take the good with the bad and pick whichever one you think is going to work out for you. But that's pretty much how that works. The one thing that I want to emphasize for this page, and I'm going to zoom in, and do not mind my nails. You guys have to know by now that they are hideous, and they're hideous because I choose to bite them. But anyway, a lot of people ask me this, and I just want to touch on it. So a lot of people will literally ask me, are they supposed to fill out the projected total and the actual total at the same time? And I'm like, well, no, how can you possibly do that? So let me tell you, if your main income from your salary job, for example, is $2,000, and you get $500 a month from child support, your main income is going to be $2,000. Your extra income is going to be $500. Your total projected income is going to be $2,500. You will not be able to fill these in until the end of the month. You will not be able to fill the difference in until the end of the month. So that's how that works. Same for the rest of these. Now, personally, I can't be bothered with this difference column, which is pretty much why I'm using the budget edition planner. I also can't be bothered with all of these that I don't use. It's literally like a whole half of a sheet that I don't use. But that's what I wanted to emphasize. So projected costs, these are going to be all of your projected costs. you will not be able to fill the actual cost in until the end of the month, and especially the difference at the end of the month. So I have gone ahead and filled in an actual for you guys so you can see. So what I do is, after I get to the end of the month, whatever the actual is, I use a black pen typically, and you guys know I'm like into Paper Mate Ink Joy pens. You gonna zoom? Nope, not gonna zoom for me. Okay, that works too. I guess it's not gonna zoom. All right. I use black pen for the actual, and then I just put a mark through it if there's no difference, which there isn't in that case. But let's take this dentist down here. I projected nothing, and the actual cost was actually $15, so I used a red Paper Mate flare. And I put -15 because that was essentially the difference. And then if I am under budget, so let's fill another one out while I'm on camera. I was under budget for, actually don't fill this out at the end of the month. I can't tell any lies. What was I under budget? So electricity was actually like 88, 82. I'm not good at math. Is it terrible that I need a calculator for this? Well, I definitely don't want to add up something wrong on camera. So we're going to do, I think it was 80, 82. 90 minus 80, 82 is 118. So that would be a difference of a positive 118. Again, I can't really be bothered with going through and filling all of this out at the end of the month. But if you wanted to, that is something that you can do. So again, this is how the two of them compare. And the next sheet, this will be at the end of the month, so you're going to get a budget review, so you can do, where did I have the most trouble, what could I improve this month, what goals can I set for next month. So I don't really fill this out either, but you will get this in the budget extension pack. As for the monthly, this is what it will look like in the budget extension pack. You will have to date it. I just use these little gold stickers. You'll have to put, you know, the day of the month up there if you want to. You'll even have to date this as well, but they'll give you stickers for that. It comes in the pack. But this is pretty much what it looks like. Again, it is not dated, and this is what this looks like. It pretty much looks the same, except this has shaded weekends and it's dated. And all of these look the exact same. Whereas you can customize this yourself. You can customize this too. But for the most part, you're going to get is going to be the same color scheme throughout the whole month of January. Whereas this, you can customize it to your liking. So that is what you're going to get. You're also going to get this bill pay checklist. And I'm mad I wasted this sticker. But this is the bill pay checklist. And so in here, what you're going to get is a bill pay checklist, but in the budget extension pack, you're going to get 2 of these. So what most people do is, because they have 2 of these, they will do like, if they get paid bi-weekly, they'll do, let's say they get paid on the 1st and the 15th, they will do their bills from the 1st through the 14th on this side, and then on the next side, they'll do the 16th through the 31st or whatever. That is what a lot of people do. But you do get 2 sheets of these in the pack. So you can choose to do that if you want to. And you get a lot more space here because they didn't give you these, they put the notes over here. So you get a lot more space here. And you can just check your bills off as you pay them. I prefer this color scheme too. I don't like pink and like, I know you can't tell, but I really don't like these colors really at all. I like these bolder colors. But that is how these two compare. Then you're going to get an expense tracker, except for the budget extension pack. This is going to be the same color scheme. You're going to get like 4 of these. You're going to have plenty of expense trackers, plenty of them. For this planner, you're only going to have 1, and you can't take from different months like you can with the budget extension pack, because if I tried to take an extra expense tracker back here, I'd have to take this whole page, which I use my weekly, and it would just be weird anyway. So you're kind of just left to I don't know, you're left to not track all of your expenses unless you have few expenses. I would like to think I'm on a pretty decent budget, but I'm gonna have way more expenses than this, and that's why I'm choosing to use my expense tracker differently. And then that's pretty much all of the budget extension pack, just these pages that I showed you. And then what is different in this particular planner is that you get a weekly. So if you wanted to purchase this and use this as your main planner, you very well could, because you will get a full week of, you know, you'll get the full week. So you can put, if you want to use this for work, for your appointments, etc., you very well could, because you basically get like a full planner, which a lot of people don't really like, because a lot of people feel that it's kind of like a waste, because a lot of people have other planners and they were just going to use this as like a budget planner, but then they don't know how to use any of this. So I am going to be using this, of course, to track our weekly expenses, bills, groceries, restaurants, gas allowance. Those things typically take place on a weekly basis. And then back here I will track other expenses, like if we have to buy a car charger or a phone charger or anything like that. Pretty much miscellaneous expenses will be tracked back here. But this is pretty much just my little walkthrough and how they compare. I prefer this one because I don't like the color schemes here. I don't like that it is undated. I don't like that you only get 6 months. I like this, don't get me wrong. I obviously used it for a pretty good amount of time. This was my first budget planner, technically. But I just like this. This is just, it's dated. I don't have to use up my stickers. I like the colors better. I don't, you know, love the colors, of course. They're not bad, but I just like this much, much better. And I like seeing my week. I like seeing my month laid out, and I love to see my week laid out as well. But this is, you know, these are my thoughts on both of these. I hope that this helps someone as they go forth and purchase their budget planners, especially if they're looking into these two. Of course, I'm not like encouraging anyone to purchase either of these. Purchase whatever you think is going to work for you, but for those who are interested, I did want to do like a full flip through, walk through, all of that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.